Hello, Mike Hayden here with a tutorial on how to install VideoOffice for YBM Tutors working with Language Development System. In order to install VideoOffice for video tutoring, you will need Internet Explorer. Most Windows computers come pre-installed with Internet Explorer. However, you can install it on some Mac computers as well. So go ahead and launch your Internet Explorer. And we're going to go ahead and go to the YBM website, as you're probably familiar with, unless you're new with the company, in which case it is located up here in the URL bar. Error will pop up, hit OK. It'll ask you to insert your ID and password that you'll be given. Now it's going to pop up here asking you to change your password. Go ahead and click cancel. This will be something you'll have to do every time. It's kind of a pain, but it is the way it is. Next, you'll go ahead and go to the Schedule tab. On the Schedule tab, you'll see a student somewhere listed with this video icon underneath their name for the schedule. This is the reason why you will need to install this program. So if that does not show up, you do not need this program. Now if you do see it, go ahead and click on it. It'll take you to this website here, which will say checking installer, and it's going to give me all sorts of errors here in a second saying I need to install the application and then I need to add it to trusted sites. So first thing we'll do is we'll add it to the trusted sites, which it gives you a nice guide here. I'm going to go ahead and go through these settings in my own tutorial here. So we're going to go ahead and go to the tools, which is this gear in the top right corner. Click on Internet Options. And here I'm going to go to the Securities tab. I'm going to go to the Trusted Sites, the green check mark. Next, I'm going to go ahead and click on the Sites button. And it should have automatically the site you are on listed in this add this website to the zone bar. Now it will not let you add it.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
It'll give you some kind of error. So what you need to do is you need to uncheck this require server verification because it is not an HTTPS site. So uncheck that, click add, and there you go. Go ahead and hit close and then hit OK on this window here. Now you can click the install VideoOffice button at the bottom of the page. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Run. English is a good language. Go ahead and next, install. Should only take a quick moment. And then finish. It'll load for a little bit here. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close this tab. Now, this is kind of silly, but you have to go back to the exact same tab, but this time, when it goes to check for the installer, it's going to be already there. And it's going to start the download and install. Now, for my connection, this is going pretty quick. It may be a little bit slower for some of you with slower internet connections, so don't worry if it takes a little bit longer. For this tutorial, though, thankfully, with my internet, it goes pretty quick. So we'll just wait for that. And there we go. Now, that screen that just flashed for a second might take a little bit longer on some of your guys' computers. Don't be afraid if it does. You may also have to restart the process once or twice. On my other computer, when I installed this, I had to do the installation process twice before it worked the second time. So if it freezes for a long time, go ahead and restart that. So this is the installer here. I'm going to go ahead and just click next through most of this. This here is your webcam. I do not have a webcam on this computer, so nothing is showing. But if you have one, you'll select it from the drop-down menu here, and you will see something show up within this little screen. If you do not, your webcam's probably not connected properly, and you'll need to contact me in order to be able to get it set up. Once you do have video through this little window here, we're going to go ahead and click next. Now this, you can adjust your sound capture. Usually I just use Windows settings, but you can go ahead and hit the test button here to test your sound volumes, and then click next when you got it the way you like. Now this is your microphone capture. Generally the default setting is pretty good, but you may want to test it using the test button here again and adjusting the microphone capture volume. Once you have, go ahead and click next. Now this lets you know that you're connected to the server. If you have trouble here, you may have network issues that you need to have resolved. But if you have everything set up properly, it should work just fine. Go ahead and click next. Now this is asking for a proxy address, which we do want, so we'll click this little check mark here. And we're going to go ahead and hit next. And then we're going to finish. Now you should see, oh, here it goes. It froze on me again. So I may have to restart this program. I'm going to go ahead and give it just a second to see if it does move though. It does not look like it's going to move. So you may want to wait a little bit longer than I am. I'm familiar with how long it takes, but it may take a little bit longer with some internet connections. So I'm going to go ahead and close this program, and I'm going to try launching it again through my launcher. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to come to all programs here. I'm going to go ahead and click on 4NB within my all programs and go to the Video School X 2.6 YBM. Now this will pull up a new tab. We have to enter your name again to log in. And it looks like it's going through the process a second time. It seems like every time I've done this, you've had to download it at least twice, which is kind of odd. But that is the way it is, so don't freak out if you have to do it 2, maybe 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and wait for this. It's taking a little bit longer the second time. That's interesting. And nearly there. Might be because it's actually working this time that it took so long. It's verifying. And there we go. No, it's going through the whole installation process again. That is interesting. Well, we're going to go ahead and go through the whole installation process again. This time a little bit quicker. There it goes, preparing UI. That's what I want to see. Okay, so here is your VideoOffice tool. The servers are currently down during the time I'm making this tutorial, so no one is showing up here, but there will be rooms available for you to use for tutoring, along with users that are set in with your students and other tutors that will be teaching. From there, you'll kind of have to experiment or get some additional training on who and when and how to use this program. But for the most part, that's the installation process, which is really the confusing bit. If you have any questions or concerns or need any additional help or are struggling with following this tutorial, please feel free to contact me and we will take care of the installation process. But hope this tutorial has been of some help to you, and hope you have a great day, evening, or morning, whatever it may be. Thanks for watching.